something is changing big time in retro gaming, and not just retro gaming, retro collecting in general. I'm talking about vinyl. I'm talking about iPods. I'm talking about VHS. Yes, VHS is actually making a comeback. What is fueling this charge? You know what it really comes down to, guys, is that everything is at everybody's fingertips, and people just want to be able to sit down and do a single thing. That's something that the younger generation is just kind of like craving, right? The ability to throw on a movie, to be able to throw on a record and be able to listen to that record to enjoy the moment. You know, when everything's at your fingertips, which the whole world is, between Amazon being able to deliver something to your house basically the day of, Netflix and, you know, Amazon Prime, and then you have, you know, Disney Plus and HBO Max, and you have all these crazy streaming services. You have everything at your door. You've got DoorDash, Uber Eats, you name it. Convenience is the name of the game nowadays. But convenience comes at a price. Sure, you can have everything come to your house immediately, but something is lost. You know, the ability to take out a VHS tape, which is kind of crazy that this is coming back, be able to take out a VHS tape, watch through it, have to rewind it, you know, the little tracking issues and stuff on the older tapes, the inferior quality and the sound, man, for horror stuff like Halloween and that kind of stuff, it's just so good and so authentic. And who can forget that 4:3 ratio? I live that ratio, man. I love 4:3. And you know, you look at full frame sensors for cameras, a lot of them are square sensors, right? You can crop it into 16:9, and that's exactly what was happening, right? So we had situations where things were taken at a much higher resolution and then they were formatted to fit that screen. But I digress. Is retro stuff coming back? Yeah, it is. It totally is. I've never seen such fuel and such passion from these children that want to be able to just do a singular thing. I think it's great. We're seeing digital cameras, like point and shoot cameras, coming back. You know, we're starting to see collectors looking for, you know, basic video games. So like NES games or Super Nintendo games or Sega Genesis. People are looking for all that stuff. So if you're sitting on a treasure trove, I mean, it's probably time that you can consider, if you're not using it and you don't want it, you can consider selling it for some major coin nowadays. Personally, I got a curated collection. I love my collection. I wouldn't personally sell it. I like to be able to come down here to the basement and just be able to do a singular task. Pick up a video game and play it. And that's why even things like these EverDrives, as cool as they are, and the fact that they can do everything, still gives me a little bit of that doom scrolling and, like, you know, death by decision kind of stuff, right? Where I just don't know what to choose. So I'll still go over and I'll pick out a cart off the actual rack there and I'll play the game, right? I just love that. I like having something tangible. And that's what it really comes down to, guys. Tangible. Something you can put in your hands and you can actually interact with instead of just clicking a button and all of a sudden something pops up. It's just, once again, like taking those moments to be human, to be able to have the inconveniences, which is part of the experience, right? It's what we experienced back in the day. Yeah, sure, you're not supposed to blow in the cart, but hey, we all did it. And if you made that game work, you were a hero, right? That's how it was. So analog is coming back. We're seeing kids now that are just absolutely astonished by technology of the past. That's why it's our job, folks, to keep it going, to pass the torch, to let them know what we experienced. Tell your stories. Get out there, start a YouTube channel. Get into the retro gaming community. Listen, retro gaming on YouTube is hard. It's very difficult. I don't care who you are. It's not going to be easy go. It's not. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl or anything in between. It does not matter. It's going to be difficult for you. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of the hard work's done up front. We are spending countless hours curating our collections, writing our scripts, getting our equipment ready, doing all that stuff before we even go to consider uploading. Live streams, we do all of our work up front, right? Because we want to give you that authentic experience. What we experience here in our basements or whatever room you play video games in, just to give you a taste of it, right? Because you know what? The craving is out there. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing with, you know, nostalgia, of course, but with new people, like I said, with young people actually coming into the game and really enjoying themselves. So yeah, there's a lot of hope for retro gaming and just retro collecting in general in 2026. If you're not really into your collection anymore, maybe it is a good time to sell. Pass that forward. You remember that scene in Toy Story there? I think it's Toy Story 3, where Andy gives away his toys, you know what? It could be your moment, and maybe you can get a couple bucks in your pocket. I'm not saying you should sell, but if it's just sitting there and you don't really want it and you don't know what to do with it, it's taking up space, you could make somebody very happy by giving them the opportunity to experience the same nostalgia and the same feelings you felt back in the day. And of course, there's always software emulation and FPGA emulation that you can always go back on. So guys, this has been it. Let me know your thoughts on retro collecting in 2026. Do you have a curated collection? Did you sell your collection? Did you lose your collection? Let me know all your stories. I would love to hear it. I'll respond to all your comments. And if you like this video, check out this video up here, guys, where I talk about everything retro gaming. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.